Hello. Hello people YouTube, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to, this is Train Sim World. It's on sale at the moment. I think it's a Black Friday sale. It's a game that I probably knew that I would enjoy. It's my kind of game. It's a bit more chilled and a bit more not as intense as some other games. So for me personally, it's right up my street. So I've actually done a couple of scenarios. I've done some. I can speak. That would be really handy. Tutorials. So I'm going to go into the Great Western Express. Yeah, I'm going to go and do a service actually. Oh no, is it a scenario? No, hold on, it's a scenario. We'll do there's one called Down the Line, which you get to pick like 3 trains. So I'm going to do that one, because I did it before and I was late at some of the stations, so I want to try and maybe better. But yeah, I mean this is a simulation game. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I do enjoy these kind of games. Bit more relaxed, as I say. So this is Down the Line, it's called. And there's going to be basically 3 trains.
There are 3 trains available for you to take control of. Each one provides an increasingly longer journey. Which will you choose?
There's a long one, a medium and a short. I'm going to take the short one. I think it's about 17 minutes long. I'm actually going to run because it's quite a distance away. I actually got lost trying to get there, and I went onto the train tracks and I think I get stuck. But we need to go around the back here and down here. I don't know if we really need to run. I think the train actually departs at 48, so we've probably got a little bit of time. In fact, not. I'm going to run, get my bum planted in the seat, and then we can just chill in the cab and wait. So you've got 3 options here. You can take either of these trains over here, which are longer journeys, but I'm going to take the short one. So platform 14, this is our train here. Some people waiting to get on. So what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll get the train set up. So let's sit down. Now here we go.
This train is an all-stop service to Hazen Harlington. Get things set up, ready for departure. You'll be heading out shortly.
So here we go. We need to get the master key on, and then we need to get the into forward if it works. Sorry, my braking is my braking's went there. There we go. Then we've got the cab lights. We need to set that to date. And then we need to open the doors. So that's us. So that's going to set the train up. We've unlocked the doors. We're now going to be loading up passengers. In fact, we can actually get back out here. I think that's the crouch down. The passengers are loading up. Probably we don't have many passengers here. Hello? Is there anybody here? I don't think I'll get any passengers. So we need to wait until 9:48. So we've got 3 minutes yet. We probably could have walked a little bit slower, but that's the train set up. Doors are still open. Passengers, I think, are all loaded in. We're just waiting for 9:48. So yeah, my timing on the first run I did was a little bit off. But yeah, this game is it's one that I would enjoy. It could be quite interesting. But yeah, I decided to buy it. As I say, it was down in price. It was $22.99. This is the deluxe version. You get an extra train or locomotive or whatever the term is. In fact, I had a Hornby, which is a maker of trains. I don't even know if they're still around. The original company's still there. But I had an Intercity 125, which was the kind of speed train. And it was a Hornby train set I had when I was younger. I don't even know if I've still got that. I mean, probably every chance my mum's threw it out, but it probably should still be up in the loft in my mum and dad's house. It's probably actually worth money, especially if it still works. It probably does still work, but I mean, that's been a good number of years since I've seen it. But I kind of like trains. I think I'm not like a train spotter. I'm not in that kind of league. Even I mean, I'm into my aircraft, but I'm not an aircraft spotter. I don't take like numbers down. But you know, I'd probably say I'm an aircraft enthusiast. That's a better term than spotter. So we're getting close. We've got 40 seconds to go before we need to get out of here. So we've got a 40 mile per hour zone. I think we're 20 initially. And then it goes up. Was that 25 maybe? So I'm going to get ready with the train close button. This is a buzzer. I don't know if you actually use... Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you use this, the guard buzzer. But I don't know if that's to alert the guards that you're going to start closing the doors. I'm not 100% sure. It will come up. Oh, close the door. See there, what, you press that. Now we're all ready. Let's get going here. I'm actually going full pelt here because I want to get a little bit of initial speed up. I'll maybe go to 4. Just want to kind of balance the throttle here. Oh. Yeah, we're getting close to the zone there. I think it must be 25 zone. We should be able to go up to 40 soon. Yep. So let's increase the throttle a little bit. Okay, so we're moving. So we need to be at the next destination. It should give us a time up in that corner. My times were off when I played this before. Now we've got 50 coming up next. So we'll be able to increase speed a little bit. So Acton main line 957. Was it 950 just now? In fact, we're actually getting close to the speed zone there. It must be a 40. So there's the 50. I think the train's got to clear that, like the back end, before we can actually increase. So we're 2.8 miles away from the Acton mainline station. So, I mean, in terms of distance, speed, we need to be, I'm not 100% sure, if I'm really honest. I did fall behind. If you fall behind, it's difficult to make up. So it's a kind of fine balance between judging your speed. The speed's increasing just a little bit. Got a little bit of a gradient, I think. Just going to hold it like this. So we should be able to increase to 80. It's kind of weird, the throttle. I suppose it is throttle brake. People think it says brake 6, but it's actually throttle 6. So we're going to increase speed a little bit. We're at 952. I feel like if we get there, we can always slow down as we come into the station and maybe fine tune it a little bit, as opposed to trying to play catch up, which I think is quite difficult. And you might hear a buzzing sound. That's my fan. I've got an external USB fan that I use at my PS4 just to aid the kind of cooling process. So we're increasing speed all the time. We're 1 mile away. We're 952. We could probably actually go to idle. It's hard really to judge. I mean, we're 53. We could probably actually, I might even apply a little bit of brake. We're going to brake 2. Maybe bring it down to 35. And we're actually up, we must be up a wee increase. We'll maybe maintain 30. Yeah, we're actually quite early. Maybe just bleed off some more speed. $900 yards. We'll head down to 20. 954. We actually get 3 minutes, so we probably actually maybe might even apply a little bit more brake. Bring it down to 15. Maybe a little bit of an uphill incline, so we'll apply a tiny bit of throttle just to maintain maybe 14, 15. What we got, 400 yards, so we're apply a little bit of brake. Maybe get it down to 10. 55. I think that might be the trick to this game is being. You could almost imagine that there's like a ghost train, and that's like the perfect time. So you want to be ahead of that. You don't really want to be behind it as such, because as I say, it's harder to make up time. I feel as if you can maybe fine tune it a little bit coming into the station, as opposed to trying to play catch up, trying to come into the station maybe a little bit fast. So we're at 9:55. Maybe just going to be slightly early. Okay, bring it down to 5. Hold that. We're not going to be far off, actually. So let's open those doors. We're actually a little bit early. I'm not going to lie. Just probably what, maybe 25 seconds or something we were early. So passengers are loading up. So yeah, this guard buzzer, I don't know whether you need to do that before you shut the doors. I think that's for the train departing, so I think we need to shut the doors and then we need to operate the buzzer. But I don't know if we fail that because we were early. I'm not 100% sure. We weren't really early by much, to be honest. So we need to wait until 9:58. But see what I mean? We've got 20 seconds spare there, so we're almost like... We're not actually much off there. Okay. So let's get going. So we've got a really good speed zone here. We can throttle up basically to full pelt. So we need to be at Ealing Broadway at 11. Now if I remember rightly, Ealing's just up the I was going to say the road, but it's just up the tracks a little, so it's not that long a journey. In fact, it's only... I'm probably going to have to watch the throttle control quite a lot here. So I'm going to get my hand on the brake as such, because it's not far away. But you can see there, I mean, we've now got a minute. So we're kind of ahead of the curve here. We just need to maintain... I think I missed this stop. I'm going to put it into idle. Now, I think we've got enough speed. So we're getting close now. We can probably start applying a little bit of brake. So you can see the distance there. So we're 700. We'll maintain 20. So we're actually at 10 o'clock just now. We're just going to throttle up a little bit. It's a very difficult thing to judge, actually. It's a lot of fine tuning. It's just really trying to judge the speed you need to be at coming into a station. Like we're 27 here, we could probably actually start applying a little bit of brake. Go a little bit harder here. Yeah, we mistimed that just a tiny bit. We kind of applied too much. We put it into full service. Okay, let's get those doors open. So we're a little bit late, but maybe just a minute late there. We kind of lost a little bit of time. Again, it's just trying to judge really like the distance you need to be. For me, the biggest thing is trying to judge. Probably the last station we were in, we actually got there kind of early, then we just slow rolled in, which is probably the way to do it. But that stop, between those two stops, there's not a lot of distance. And it's quite hard to judge. So I think we might be picking up a little bit of a delay there. So I need to wait, and you need to wait in the passengers loading as well, so you've got that time to take in. There's not really a lot of like margin for error. So we lock the doors. Oh, trying to get the throttle here. Let's go. So 10:03, we're all ready. Right, this is, I think this is the one that caught me out. Because this one is not really that far. It's like a hop, skip and a jump. So it's only 0.7 miles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go quite aggressive in the throttle here. I'm just trying to make up some time, or try and stay ahead. Excuse me. Let's go idle. So 700 to the station. I want to maybe start braking. Maybe go brake one just now. Maybe a tad on the aggressive side there, but I don't know if we're on time or we're just a little bit late. I need to pick up time here. Passengers are loading. So at 10:04, I think we arrived there, what, about a minute 30 late, or 30 seconds late. Get ready with the doors closed. Passengers are loaded. So I'm going to go full throttle, try and make up some time. So the next stop is Hanwell at 10:06. It's 10:06 just now. Again, it's another short stop, I think. I'm going to actually use the R2, R1 buttons for the brake. So we don't need to go down, we can actually kind of look out the window. $700 yards. Maybe go idle. You go aggressive in the brakes here. That was a little bit better, but I feel it was a little bit aggressive, but you can use the shortcut buttons on the joypad, or you can actually use the... I think it's... I don't know, I prefer to use the... I prefer to use this, the fine tune button. So, I'm going to say we made up time. I don't know if we... It's difficult to make up time in those stops because there's not really a lot. There's a lot of kind of accelerating and then braking. And you're trying not to lose really too much time. And you can't really like come in, you know, make up time mid-route, maybe get ahead of the curve and then brake a wee bit slower and fine-tune your arrival. So passengers are almost loaded. Okay, so 10:11. Again, we're going to go full throttle here. I'm going to use the throttle control so I can look out the window. So 1.7 miles. So we're just going to turn and burn. Try and get a little bit more. Try and catch up just a touch. We're not really majorly late, but we're... So we're full throttle. $49, $50, 1.2 miles away. So we need to be there at 10:11. If we get this braking pretty decent, I mean we could make up a little bit of time. We'll bring it back to idle. Okay, this is where if we time this right, we could get really back on track here. I'm going to start applying some brake. On to oh, wrong button. Come off the brake a touch. 19. Maybe go idle. I think we could have made up a little bit of time here. There we go. Open the door. Sometimes you can miss that button. Right, time is 10:11, so we're on time for this one. So we've made up a little bit of time. I'm not going to do the outside views yet, because getting back in can be a little, well, see, it's a little bit tricky. I've not got the button and layouts done yet. So I don't want to use the external views and then I can't get back in, but I think we're doing we're doing decent. We've not been like major late. So we'll get ready. In fact, we'll bring the brake off so we're prepped and ready to go. Okay. Let's get the power down. So we are due at Hayes and Harlington at 10:15. 1.7 miles away. So again, we're going to turn and burn. Hopefully keep ahead of this curve here. So we've actually got a 90 zone here, but we're not even going to get close. Although I think it does dip down to a 50. So we're going to have to watch that power, because it's going to go to a 50 in 300 yards. So we're going to hold the power there. Because we are going to go to a 50, we might even go to idle. I think we're going to change lanes, I think that's what it is. So then it goes back up to a 60. And then we're back up. So it kind of fluctuates a little bit. So I'm going to cut this to idle, because we're coming in with 700 yards. Start applying brakes. I'm going to try and work out really where we need to start braking. So we're 700 yards to the station. Mind you, we do have a 15 zone coming up pretty quick. We made that 15 zone. That could actually catch out a little bit. So we're right on time. Missed my braking zone there. That's a bit. Yep. I was actually too busy watching something else there. Oh, full service, sorry. And that's off, and then we hit the main switch.
That was a nice easy run, not too challenging. Be sure to put yourself forward for more work.
That was quite enjoyable. As I say, it's a game that... I mean, you know, it's... A lot of people say it's not maybe the most exciting game. I like simulations in a way. I like that kind of... You can just immerse yourself in a simulation and just kind of... Just really relax. So let's complete the journey. I don't know why we couldn't park it up here, but... So let's see how we did. Yeah, see what I mean? We still miss... Wow. That's actually quite interesting. So we've completed the scenario. Time taken. But we actually failed because we were actually a minute early at acting. So we actually failed that. Then we were a minute late getting into West Ealing. I think we messed up the braking portion. For some reason we were on time in Hanwell, even though we were maybe just... There must be I don't know how we were actually getting X for Southall when we were actually 10:11 and we were due at 10:11, but I don't know. Maybe there's a lot to do with where you brake as well. I don't know, to be honest. I think it's... The limitations are quite tight. I think I want to get that all green, so I'll probably actually end up just playing through that at some point today, maybe. But yeah, I enjoyed that. That was good. So that is TSW. I've got hiccups. Train Sim World. I'm enjoying it. I've played it. I got it last night, and I've done a couple of scenarios and stuff. But I'm really enjoying it. It's quite a good game. There are some updates or some DLC that you can download. They're quite expensive, but I think they're almost like a standalone game part. You get the route, you get the train, so you actually get quite a lot of content in it. I think get 50% off, so I'm going to investigate that and maybe purchase one of the DLCs for it. But I mean, if anybody's thinking of, if you're interested in Sims or a simulation game, then this game's probably right up your street. But it won't appeal to everybody. But then, you know, you probably know what games you are going to enjoy. So anyway, that's Train Sim World. As I say, hope you enjoyed the video and have a nice day. I don't know what I'm going to do today. It's kind of cold. It's kind of cloudy at the moment. I probably should really go out for a walk. Maybe I might pop into town later, get some fresh air, come back. I need to play my golf. I think I've got something like 4 rounds of golf to play on the Pixelated Golfers. I don't know whether I'll complete that I maybe finish it. I really don't know. I really should have got some rounds off before that. I really need to reschedule my my sort of rounds that I play. I need to reschedule it so that I'm maybe starting a little bit earlier, and maybe at least getting 2 rounds Thursday maybe, and then that leaves me Friday, Saturday, Sunday to do the other 2, or try and work out a good flow to it. Same with TGC Tours. I need to get something done with that, because I'm ready to play the TGC Tours probably Wednesday, because I do my Pro-Am on my Pixelated Golfers on Monday or Tuesday, or use both days, or play it all on Tuesday or Monday. It really depends how I feel and how work goes and stuff. But yeah, I've kind of left it too late for my Pixelated Golfers this weekend. If I finish it, I finish it, but it's 4 rounds of golf, which is quite a lot actually. That's like, it's about 30 minutes a round for me to play. So that's like 2 hours, and that's quite a lot of time actually. The Grand Prix is on, but the Grand Prix is not like a big... I mean, Hamilton's won the Drivers' Championships. It's not really like a big race. Nobody's really interested in it as much. So I'll probably watch that and chill a little bit. Try and get warm, because it is getting quite cold here in Scotland. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. Again, just something a little bit different. I don't know whether I'll do a lot of videos on this. I might do it just as a kind of, you know, as I've always said, if I'm playing a game, I can record it. It's a simple, easy process just to hit the record button and just put content out. Whether people watch it or enjoy it is another thing. But yeah, anyway, take care, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Yeah, still here because my keyboard was sleeping. I don't know how many times I've done that. So yeah, I'm away this time. Honest. Well, maybe. But anyway, once again, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.